it off to her, and it is, what do you call a jolly man who has sex with other men that wear Santa suits?
Don't know.
A ho-ho-sexual. Well, okay, Brayden set me up for that one. All right, Synnove, one.
Funny already.
Lena and Hilda went out for lunch one day, and after chattering for about 2 hours, Hilda said, "Lena, tell me some more gossip about Sven and his wife." And, "Well, I just can't, Hilda," replied Lena. "I've already told you lots more than I heard myself."
Oh my God, he must have been an accordion player.
"Ole, do you think I will live to be 100? asked Lena one day. And, "Well, why not if you stay 22 much longer, dear," replied Ole. Hilda and Lena were attending a dance. During the intermission, they were having a good visit. "The dance floor is really crowded tonight," said Hilda. "Oofty, yeah, it sure is," replied Lena. "An hour ago I fainted, and I had to dance around for 10 minutes before I could find a place to fall down." Okay, Lena and Hilda were having dinner together one night, and it came time for dessert, and Lena took the biggest piece of cake, and Hilda looked very surprised, and she says, "Well, Lena, that wasn't very polite of you. You took the biggest piece of cake, and, well, what would you have done?" asked Lena. "Well, I would have been polite and taken the smaller one." "Well, what are you griping about?" Lena asked.
Yeah.
"You have it." During an argument, Lena snapped at Ole. "Are you a man or a mouse? Squeak up." "Well, little Ole, why did your teacher give you a 0 on this spelling test?" asked Mama Lena. "Well, Mama, she just ran out of stars, so she decided to give moons." Ole, he was attacked by 2 muggers. He fought back, but after a furious battle, they looked through his pockets and they came up with 57 cents. And at that point, one mugger asked Ole, "Why did you fight like a tiger for this small change?" And, "Well, is that all you wanted?" Ole asked. "I was afraid you were after the $500 I've got in my shoe."
Oh my God.
Ole, he went fishing one day. First he caught a big trout, but he threw it back in the water, and then he caught a pike, but he threw that back too. Finally he caught a small bass, and Ole grinned and put the little fish in his bag, and the man who had been watching asked Ole, "Why did you throw the 2 big fish away and keep the little one?" "Well, Ole, I have a small frying pan."
No.
Just the other day, Lena told the bank teller, "I'd like to make a withdrawal from my husband Ole's half of our joint account."
Divorce is
Little Ole, he was playing in his very first softball game. He was real excited, but not half as excited as his father, Big Ole. Little Ole stepped up to bat, and Big Ole cheered, and little Ole hit the ball out in right field, ran to first, ran to second. The crowd yelled, especially Big Ole. When little Ole got to the third base, his dad yelled, "Run home, little Ole, run home." And hearing his father, little Ole turned and ran across left field, squeezed through the fence, and ran into the back door of his own house.
I could homecoming.
And The folks in the next apartment must have had one big party last night. They yelled and pounded on the walls until 2 a.m., said Lena to Hilda. Oh my, did they keep you awake? Well, no, said Lena. Luckily I was practicing on my tuba. And, why don't, do you know what, Lars? Said Ole. Sven was mugged in New York. That right? Asked Lars. Well, a big guy, pulled a razor on him, but luckily he couldn't find a place to plug it in, said Ole.